So hello friends. Today I'm so excited because we have heard the song What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, and now we get to kind of take what we learned and get inspired. And one of the lines in his song is, "The colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you." And so I wanted to take that rainbow, because you know me, I love rainbows. And we're going to make a nice little rainbow here so we can learn the colors of the rainbow. They go in a certain order, and it kind of goes in the same order as our color wheel. So it's a good thing to know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on my paper with my permanent marker, and I'm just going to make a big, you might think it's a big upside down smile, but like a frown, but it's a curved line, okay? And I'm gonna need 6 lines when I'm all done, because I'm gonna be putting in 6 colors. So I'm gonna make another line right inside, and I'm just gonna try to keep it the same distance all the way around. And that's 2 lines, so let's do 3 lines. 3, 4, 5, 6, and I actually think I need 7 lines. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Ah, yes, I need 1 more. So there are my lines. And before I paint, I'm going to do a few things to my lines. So I'm going to add some little kind of cool designs. I'm going to make some wavy lines in this one. And I'm just gonna make wavy lines. You can do zigzags, you can do polka dots, you can do whatever kind of lines you want or decoration in there that you want. This one, maybe I just do some straight lines going around. Just gonna go all the way around with the straight lines. Maybe in this next one, I'm gonna keep that one solid. That means I'm not gonna put a design in that one. And then this next one, I can do zigzags. We're just practicing our lines today too. I know we've had a lot of practice with it. It's gonna make us better at controlling our pencil. So I put zigzags there. Maybe in this next one, I'm gonna put some polka dots. Some little dots like this. And this might take me a while. And then maybe this one, I could keep it solid, like I did this one. Or I could add, maybe I add loop-de-loos. I love loop-de-loos. They're so much fun, and they get us ready for cursive too. So there are my loop-de-loos. So I still have to finish my dots. Now that my dots are all done, you can either get your colored pencils, you can get your crayons, you can get your markers, whatever you have to add your colors. And I'm gonna use paint because I just love paint. So I'm gonna grab some paint. And so I like to put them in order on my plate so it helps me know what color comes next. So I'm gonna start with red, and then I'm gonna go to orange because that's the next color in the rainbow, then yellow, then green, then blue, then purple. And it's the same as our color wheel. Red, red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, blue, purple, purple. It all goes around. And so you just have to remember that on the color wheel, your red and your purple are gonna go next to each other. So the rainbow kind of helps us remember the order of the rainbow and our colors. So I'm gonna start with some red, and I'm just gonna paint some red in those spaces. And if you're doing markers or you're doing something else, that's fine. Just keep it within that space. Really try to watch your painting, watch your coloring. Try to tell your crayon exactly where to go, or your paintbrush exactly where to go. And you're just gonna keep painting. I like to get a paintbrush that's about the same size as what I'm using. So this is about the size, whoopsie, got outside of my line, didn't I? And it's okay if you get outside on this side, but on the inside you really want to kind of watch out. But if you make a mistake, that's okay, because we are all about turning mistakes into wonderful things. So next thing, where I made my mistake, I'm just going to come in, I'm going to add some orange to it, and it will be okay. I'll just kind of blend some of my red. I'll make a red orange right there, and that's okay. But I like to have that same size, so I can just kind of make one stroke. And then I've got all my colors done. Now in between, if you're using paint, you want to clean your brush off in water. You want to clean it off, especially when you use yellow, because yellow can get kind of messy if you don't have a clean brush. And you want it to still look like yellow. So I'm going to come and I'm going to just make my yellow all the way across. All right, clean it up to make some green. Get some green, and my lines are getting a little bit smaller, so I'm going to turn my brush the opposite way. There's my green, and then let's do some blue. Now the nice thing about this paint is I can still see my designs. It's not a thick paint. Watercolors would work great with this if you have watercolors. Tempera paint work great. Acrylics might be a little bit too thick. It just depends on but you can always add water to it to make it a little bit watered down. So you can still see all those fabulous lines you're making, okay? And there is my purple. There's my rainbow. So my rainbow is all finished. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to let it dry. But if you have markers or something else where you don't have to let it dry, you can go ahead and start cutting. You're going to cut around this line right up here, and you're going to cut around this line down here, and then you'll have your rainbow. So I've cut out my rainbow. I've got it looking like this. If you want to, you can get some cotton balls, or you can get some white paper, and you can glue some on to the bottom to make it look like there's clouds down here on each side. That's up to you. You can leave it just as it is. It's beautiful. Go ahead and make your rainbow, and then take a picture of it and send it to me.